You know, when kids are around the kitchen table, they are listening to everything you say. Remember that. And this story starts there, doesn't it, Casey, with little Kennedy hearing something that her parents were talking about?
Yeah, Kennedy, tell us, what did you hear Mom and Dad talking about when you decided that you were going to do something special for someone else?
Did you hear them talking about books? Yes.
Kennedy, do you like to read?
Yes.
Yes.
What are your favorite books?
Dolphin Tale 2.
What's that
Dolphin
about?
Tale 2.
What is it about?
It's when one of the dolphin meets its baby.
Yeah.
And the baby's scared of its mama or dad.
Oh my gosh.
And how many times have you read that one?
I haven't read it yet because it's too hard of a book for me to read.
Oh.
You're
But
going
you're
to
working
read
on it. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And so you think it's important to read?
Yes.
And how often do you read?
30 a night.
Oh,
You read 30 pages a night?
No, she's a speed reader. Absolutely.
And
Folks.
6? That's impressive.
We're going to set this up for you. So, little Kennedy overheard her parents talking about how some New Bedford schools don't have a school library for students. So, picking up on this, little Kennedy thought that, hey, wait a minute. First of all, this is not acceptable. Look at this, at 6 years old, already with a conscience like this. And then she said, I'm going to change that. And Casey, you found the story, and here she is now.
Yeah, just browsing through social media, I found the story about this awesome girl named Kennedy, and I didn't realize that she was 6 years old, and she had such a big project ahead of her, and she said that she wanted to do something about it.
Yeah.
So, Kennedy, I wanted to bring you in so you can talk about it. I want to know, how did you get... Well, first off, what was your goal? You said to Mom and Dad, how many books do you want to get for the New Bedford libraries, school libraries?
100.
100 books. That's a lot of books, huh? So you wanted 100 books to be able to donate to New Bedford school libraries. And how many books did you actually end up with?
2,517.
Go ahead. 2,000.
2,500.
517? That's how many books you got?
Yay!
With a goal of 100 books, you got 2,517. I would say that's a lot, huh?
How did you do it?
My mom put something on Instagram and people were going on it, and they were getting books that go up to preschool to high school and donating them. And we would go to their houses and collect the books and bring them home and count them.
You yourself were going to pick up the books?
With my mom.
I know with your mom, but it's not like people were dropping them off at your house. You would go to their house and pick them up for them, so they didn't have to leave their homes for it. Wow. That's a lot. That's a big project for a 6-year-old. You should be very proud of yourself.
And of your mommy. Because she did a lot of that work, driving around, especially.
Mom was a good helper with this, huh?
Yeah. And so you asked your mom to help reach out, and now look at all the good that you've done. My goodness gracious.
So now, do you think another kid is going to get to read Dolphin Tale 2 because you were able to help out?
Yes.
Yeah? You hope so? And Kennedy, are you going to do this again?
Yes.
When? When do you want to do it again? The book drive.
After Christmas time.
There you go.
After Christmas time. That's a good idea. And you know what? I think WBSM will be able to help you out then. Maybe we can try and get some books donated here and we can give them to Kennedy?
Sure.
For her drive?
I want folks to know that little Kennedy also was honored and celebrated for all of this with the New Bedford City Council, giving her an award for her golden spirit, the way 6-year-olds thinking like this, Casey. Mm-hmm. In a minute, I'm going to have Kennedy's mom sit down and chat with us about how this all affects the family. But you are also now going to start collecting blankets and other things that you want to give to other children, right? Have you thought about what you want to be when you grow up?
Nothing.
No.
Nothing. Maybe you don't know.
You
yet.
already are something.
Well, I want to do art.
Art.
That's good.
Very
Who's
nice.
your teacher?
Mrs. Feeney.
What school do you go to?
Sipican.
I love Sipican. Yes. And when you go to school today, I know that they're going to welcome you with a big, big hug because you have a huge heart that's filled with love, Kennedy. That is so awesome. Mom, I want you to come over here for a second and come over here to the microphone. Kennedy's mom is joining us, Shannon Zusi, who I guess at first you admitted, oh boy, am I up to this task or not, right?
Right.
And how did that task turn into a labor of love?
Well, Kennedy kept asking, and I finally gave in and let her start collecting books.
You finally gave in, huh?
She's persistent.
She's a very persistent little girl.
And she started this when she was 5.
Right. She
What,
started this in May.
Shannon, what does this tell you about love and about how a 5-year-old can lead the way? They say out of the mouths of babes. This is a pure example of that.
She's a kid with a big heart.
Yeah. Does she get that from you and your husband?
I think so.
Yeah. Do you have other kids in the family?
We have a 2-year-old daughter.
A 2-year-old. All right. Is she going on any blanket drives, or is she collecting anything yet?
Nope, she just helped us with the books.
She did. Unbelievable. And, Casey was asking, any more books that you're going to be collecting, or where does this go from here?
Okay. Kennedy's going to collect books right now for once a week. And then after Christmas, she says she wants to collect a lot of books again because there's still a lot of kids in need in New Bedford schools.
So if anyone listening right now would like to donate a book, and are you asking for children's books or any kind of books?
Mostly elementary school, but
Okay.
New Bedford will take pre-K through high school.
Pre-K through high school.
Sounds
Okay.
good to us.
How can folks listening perhaps help you out? I'm sure the listeners right now are saying, oh, I have some books here that I don't use anymore with the kids.
They can go on to Kennedy's Love for Reading 2 on Facebook and leave a message, and I can get back to them about picking them up.
One more time, that's Kennedy's
Love for Reading
Love
2.
for Reading 2 on Facebook.
Correct.
Very good. And then you are going to help a whole lot of kids. Now, the New Bedford Public Schools also awarded Kennedy a wonderful award, right?
Correct. She got a certificate of appreciation from them.
Yeah, absolutely. What a wonderful child. I mean this.
She is very special. I think that it takes a lot for a little kid to realize a need in the community, something as simple as a book. And I think that's very special for you to think of others, especially around now with Thanksgiving, a week away.
Yes.
And maybe those kids are going to have a special project with a book of their own.
Right.
Yay,
guess,
Kennedy!
Yay!
Woo!
I do want to mention this because when our daughter Andrea was the same age, Shannon, Emily the elephant was sent away because we didn't have housing that was, proper for her. So the government sent Emily away. And when she overheard me at the diner talking about this story, she was the one who said, why is this happening? And we can't let this happen. So my point for bringing this up, and that, by the way, started a movement to bring Emily the elephant back from the little mouths of a 5-year-old girl. Through her little request, look at the change that she made with you. Because you weren't, really crazy about the idea of going driving all over the place, but look how our children have an impact on us adults too, right?
They do.
Is there a life's lesson here?
Listen to the little kids.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Nope, just if people want to donate, just go to Kennedy's Love for Reading 2 and leave a message.
Casey, what do you think?
I think that this was a great idea, and then this is now the third time she's doing this. Is that what it is? So this is the third time she's doing this, and I think this is a great project to continue through the season, maybe all year long. And again, WBSM is definitely in your corner. So if anyone would like to donate books here and we can get in touch with Kennedy and her mom, we will certainly do that for you as well.
Absolutely. You get big radio hugs in between that delicious donut you are eating. Is that a good donut? Yeah, that's from Sunrise. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for doing such good things. I know so many other kids are saying thank you too. You're the best. We love you, Kennedy. Thank you. You want to say bye to everyone?
Bye.
Bye.